Hello, welcome to the Crates Motel. My name's Conan, I'm the concierge. It's the 4th of April, or 404. So I thought I'd get the SP404 Mark II out today and have a play. I don't use it as much as I probably should. I have a massive love-hate relationship with this unit. Today I love it. There's been a big update. They normally do a big update every single year. There isn't actually loads that's added, but one of the major things that's been added is something that's been requested from the SP404 community for a long time, and that is sidechain compression. So I'm not going to go into massive detail on it today. I'm just going to have a play around with it. I've been playing around with it for a couple of hours this morning, and I just want to kind of show you what it can do and show you the possibilities, I guess, and what it actually sounds like, because that's what we really care about. What does it sound like? Let's jump in. So as I said, I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with this unit. I don't use it as much as I should do. I find it a bit convoluted, to be honest, but it's just one of those units that you have to use a lot to get muscle memory. There's lots of shortcuts with the shift, and you need kind of like 8 fingers on each hand to do it sometimes. And I know there's going to be a lot of people saying, no, it's really, really easy. I guess what it is I'm so used to using the MPC that when I switch to the SP404, I get the same thing when I go to the S2400. But the S2400 is really, really easy, so it's easy to pick up again. But the SP404, whenever I actually get it out to actually make a track on it, I normally have to spend a few hours relearning or remembering what I already knew to get back into it again. So this morning I updated it. I'm not going to go into how to do that. It's very, very easy. It's actually one of the most easiest units I've ever owned to actually update. So I updated it this morning to 5.5, I think it is. And sidechain compression is now included. Now, the first thing I'm going to say here is this is semantics here. And I know there's some people who are going to disagree with me, but it's not really sidechain compression. It's an envelope-based volume ducking effect, I guess would be the best way to describe it. If you actually use a compressor to sidechain a signal, you do actually get some of the characteristics of the compressor, and there aren't really any characteristics as such in this compressor, so it's really just a volume ducker. But we don't care, because that's what we want to do. We want to duck the volume. So I'm going to show you what it does today. And when you combine it with, the vinyl sim and the bus compressor built into the SP404, it does sound really, really good. And I'm actually amazed how good it does sound. So without going into too much detail, press Shift, go into your effects settings. Now let's just go to the initial screen that you'll be in when you first open effects settings. So here's the screen. You'll be familiar with this if you use this unit. If you don't, then you won't. Use this knob here. You can scroll across, and now you have an option called sidechain. Now I've got a loop in here which I put in earlier on. Don't want to play too much of that in case I get flagged. That has got a little bit of vinyl sim on it. You can hear, if you know the characteristics and the sound of the SP404, you'll be able to tell. It just gives it this really nice compressed sound. And I've got another version where I've got a drum beat over the top of it. Actually, what I'll do is I do need to quickly explain what's going on here. With the source, you've got the options of dry, bus 1, bus 2, 3 and 4. Now, so far, I've only really messed around with it as dry. And the reason why I've done that is because I want to keep the drums off bus 1, 2, 3 and 4 for now. I've just got them as the dry signal. So it's going to be the drums that are creating the ducking effect. They are then going to bus 1, as you can see here. And I've got this loop that I just played you a moment ago set to bus 1. Again, I'm not going to go into too much detail on how you set all this up, because people have already done videos on that, to be honest. And they know this machine a lot better than I do. So I'm not going to make a fool of myself. I think I kind of already am, to be honest with you, because I really don't use this machine enough, and I really should. I'm gonna use this as motivation to start using the SP404 Mark II more, rather than just using it as an effects box, which is what I tend to use it as. And then we'll get into the threshold here. So what I'm going to basically do first is I'll take the threshold all the way down to 0, because that in effect will basically not be doing anything then. And I'll just take the bus 1 signal, the sound of the actual sample, the level of the actual sample rather. I'll just take that down to 0 because I want to show you how you can increase that to kind of make it groove as well. So going back up again now to threshold, I'm going to start bringing that up and you'll start hearing the drums will start having the effects. Now I've got the drum, I haven't just got the kick drum set here, I've also got the snare drum. And I've got the snare drum and the kick drum set to dry. So they're going to be driving it because of the way that the drum beat is, I wanted it to be ducking on the 1, the 2, the 3 and the 4, whereas the kick was only on the 1 and the 3. So to create that kind of proper ducking effect, which I wanted on 1, 2, 3, 4, I have put it on the snare drum as well. Now, obviously there's multiple ways that you can do this, you know, and it's going to entirely depend on your drum beat, but I've just been playing around with it this morning and this is how far I've got with it so far. So I'll start bringing up the threshold and you'll start hearing the actual effect. I've got the ratio set to 70, so it's quite high. So now you can sort of hear it starting to duck a little bit. So that's now obviously pushing it to an extreme. So what you really need to do is, there's no settings here that are going to work for everything. It's one of those things that you have to use your ears and you have to dial it in. So what I was doing was I was setting it up so that, you know, I had the target, the source rather, then the target set up. Then I would just play the loop, which I had it set up on, and then I would dial it in. And it's going to change every single time. And I think, you know, that's one of the things about the SP404, you know, like I can't save a preset, etc. Or at least I haven't worked out how to do that yet. So it's going to change every single time you're using it, basically. So what I do is I'm going to dial it in now. Now, with the ratio and the release, that's when you can start dialing in the groove to it. And what I mean by that is the release is the amount of time that it takes the duck to hit and the sound to come back up afterwards. And by controlling that, you can actually start kind of getting a groove in the actual sample. If you have it really, really short, it's just going to jump straight up. But with the release just extended a little bit, you can start feeling a bit of a groove in the mix. And that's why you can't just use a single setting. You have to use your ears to get it right. So you see, set with 0 and pushing the ratio right up, it's just ducking it and then coming straight back up again. But I don't really like that sound. You might like that sound, but for this particular track, I want it to have a little bit of a groove going on. So I'm going to take the ratio down a little bit, and then I'm going to bring the release up a little bit to start injecting that kind of groove, and you'll start feeling it. So now I'm bringing the volume of the actual sample back up underneath the drums. So it's pushing it through even more. So you have to really kind of like balance these to kind of get the sound or the kind of the groove that you want from the actual samples. So it really is kind of caressing each individual actual setting on here. See, now it's starting to get my head moving. Now I'm starting to get that groove that I wanted. So there you have it. Very, very quick video. Like I said, I don't use the SP404 Mark II very often, but as soon as I saw the update was coming, I thought, okay, let's see what's in the update. I'll use it for another day or two, and then I'll probably put it away for another year. But no, I'm going to really make the effort this time to not put it away, to use it a lot more, because it really is a solid unit. It really is. And the more that I use it, and I said this to one of the guys I was speaking to earlier on about it, that when I step away from it, I kind of like, okay, don't really, I'm not bothered with that. It's too convoluted. It's too complicated. It's not like the MPC, all that kind of stuff that I say to myself. And then as soon as I turn it on, I find myself 7 or 8 hours later, absolutely loving it. And the day's gone. Basically, it's one of those machines. I don't know whether it's because it's small and you can just sit on the sofa with it, but it really, really is one of those machines that I do have a massive love-hate relationship with. And I wish it was more love, to be honest. I really, really do, because like I said, every single time I get it out and I use it, I fall in love with it again. So I'm going to make a real effort this time. And with that sidechain compression as well. I mean, look, you know, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not one of these people who was begging for sidechain compression in it, because at the end of the day, if I make tracks with the SP404, which is not as much as I should, but if I needed to do anything like that, I would just do it in post. I would do it in my DAW anyway. So I wasn't really super missing it, but I know that a lot of people really, really were asking for it and really, really wanted it, because they knew there was the mother ducker in the MPC, and, you know, you can do it easily enough in a DAW, and, you know, it's so easy to set up in those. So having an easy to set up sidechain compression, I'm going to put that in quotes, I think just takes the SP404 to another level, you know, and I know that there's going to be a lot of super, super happy people out there. So update it, get on it. Thanks for watching. This is A Quakes Motel. My name's Conan, I'm the concierge. Till next time. Concierge.